Light flashes. Strong support for Freo. Ready. All loaded. Gates open back, they're racing. Bent Bell, Benny Bow, both a little bit tardily away. Evie on My Mind jumped away quite quickly and now taken on by Pond Zero as they'd settled through the first 200. And so it'll be Evie on My Mind that leads. Pond Zero could be Queen going up there now, three deep with the light blue colours. Shira Khan fourth the rail, being closely followed then by Alibaba, parked just behind the speed, which has come right off early. They're being followed by Miss Aubrey. Bent Bell's made up headway down on the inside next of all, being closely followed then by Benny Bow. Freo three deep and getting back now into the second half at the 800, and they're being followed by Bardsey, then Warbow and Grotto scintillating, and Orbit the Sun at the tail end of the field, about 7 from the leader by the 650, and Evie on My Mind calls the shots. A half to 3/4 clear from Pond Zero, could be Queen around them three deep, then Shira Khan down on the inside next, approaching the home bend. Alibaba the middle, they're being closely followed as they come up towards the turn by Miss Aubrey. Right off the track, Freo scintillating, trailing it from Bardsey. Benny Bow, Bent Bell back in the field. Warbow and Grotto and Orbit the Sun into the straight, less than 300 to go, could be Queen, and Pond Zero head Evie on My Mind. Here comes Freo though, it's Freo right down the middle, storming up, grabbing the lead. Shira Khan down towards the inside, and Alibaba's running on, but it's at the 50-metre mark. Freo drawing away from them, and it's going to be a soft victory for Freo first up, and set off the course but ran through the line and ridden right through the line as well. Freo beat Alibaba, Shira Khan, Pond Zero. Then came Bardsey, Miss Aubrey scintillating, could be Queen, Warbow and Grotto and Orbit the Sun. A gap Evie on My Mind, Bent Bell, and last to greet the judge, Benny Bow. Number 3, the winner, Freo. Way to go. 340 into 280 and parked out there three deep in the back half, but zipped around them there. So the first two winners may have led, but this has come from off the pace and then deeper out. And Castle rode it right through the line there too. He wanted him to go to the post and find it, and then made him run towards the bottom of the rise here, coming right away from Alibaba. Now Shira Khan and Pond Zero have photoed third, and it has gone to Pond Zero there, that bob of the heads. 126.54. 3-4-6 grabbed third, just in front of 10. 1 3/4, 1 1/4, and 34.77 the last 600 metres there. So very tight for that third placing. But all honours first up with Freo for Daniel O'Connor, Andrew Castle aboard, and Ismer Gelding, and out of the Verglass Mere Mexican Lass for Kay and JC Leron. Sixth dart, and after 3 seconds, Freo cracks it this afternoon. Ridden right through the line by Castle and posting its first win, resuming. Second, Alibaba by Time Thief from Dragon Maiden for Ms. E. English and D. Ott, prepared by Kieran McDonough, ridden by Jared Noski. Third in that photo, 6 Pond Zero by Purealist out of Curtains for Nick Petrides, Richard Farris, A, B, C Bell and X Chris. Trained by Nick Cox, Paul Harvey there, the rider, with Shira Khan and nose away in fourth place. Now race 4, the Peacock Brothers handicap at 3:10. It's over the 1500, the next on the card. There are no changes. Let's get back down to the winners in closure. And although it sat off the track and out the back, it was too good for them. Ran away in the closing stages to crack it for a maiden today, Britt.
Did indeed. It's always nice when they're able to crack that maiden, isn't it, Daniel? And Freo, it was a nice win there, 3 deep throughout the run, but just too good.
Yeah, he'd been showing pretty good form in his work, and we knew we had to cover a lot of these horses, you know. So it was just a matter of getting him the right spot, getting a bit of momentum around the corner, and him boxing on up the straight, you know.
Getting in that 3-wide line, is that the key with this horse? Just needs that momentum coming into the corner?
Yeah, he'd probably need a better galloping track. He'd be better suited when he goes to like Belmont and stuff. You know, he's a big striding galloping horse, and if you try and shorten him up, take tight corners, he just loses a bit of momentum.
Will we expect to see him stepping up in trip throughout this preparation?
Ideally, when he gets up to 1800, I think you'll see the best out of him, but he still needs to mature in his head a bit. He's still a bit of a sprinter in his mind, and he's a bit hard work at home, you know. But as you can see, he's a bit of a handful. But time will tell us when he goes up to 2000, 1800 even, you know.
Has he come back better this preparation than last prep?
He did, actually. He's come back stronger horse, sharper, stronger, and still as much of a head case as ever, but we're just slowly getting there with him, you know.
Well, you don't mind when they're ahead, Case, when they're able to win races, isn't that right?
Once they're worth it, you know what I mean? But it's a work in progress all the time with him. So.
Well, congratulations on the win.
Lovely. Thanks, Betty. Cheers.
We'll catch up with Andrew Castle in just a moment to see what his thoughts are of Freo's victory. It was almost an all-Irish finish. If we wiped Pond Zero out of the third, we've got Freo, Alibaba and Shira Khan all trained by Irish trainers. I think there'd be a fair Irish contingent on course that would have been making a lot of noise in the finish. And we'll catch up with Andrew Castle now. And Andrew, this horse, you were able to get into that 3-wide line. Is it just a key of just getting that momentum and moving off and making that run?
Oh, absolutely. Once we got in that position, he settled good for me, and he felt good in running, very relaxed and very comfortable, yeah.
You wanted to get off heels just before the corner and let him go. Daniel mentioning that he probably doesn't have a real sharp sort of sprint, but is more that rangy, grindy sort of type. Is that how you felt just travelling into the corner?
Yeah, that's right. The boss gave me the instructions before I went out, and I kept that in mind. And yeah, he did. He raced accordingly. He had plenty of galloping room, which was in his positive, and he went out and he put him to the sword a long way from home.
You rode him in the trial. Were you confident coming into the race today?
Oh, absolutely. The trial was phenomenal. He, heading into this race, he looked very well suited, and it was always going to be sticky from the barrier, but we got into a good enough position and he was good enough to win.
And he seemed to run through the line really nicely too. Are you confident that he'll step up in distance really well?
Oh, absolutely. You've just got to look at his action. He's got a big, solid, strong gallop in action, so he's definitely asking for further. And it was great to see him come out here, or great to ride him first up over 14. I thought he did a great job.
Well done on the win.
Thank you.
Andrew Castle there with the win of Freo in the Tab Touch Maiden.